Hey people, I want to apologize to Mike. It had been so long since I had a donation I forgot how to tag a mail. And so somebody had asked me about King Solomon, Songs of Solomon. And so I was working on I was going to make one to show y'all why this Tower of Babel is always twisted in these photos. And I went to my Facebook and I seen I had posted this a couple years ago, and I know that I had put apron wrong, which should be read backwards when I did this, but I figure a lot of people that read this, that's where the word apron come from, because they didn't understand this read backwards. And I had busted it down in the Greek and in the Hebrew, and it clearly showed that they were trying to whiten. And it says the oxy of leavening. Leavening is baking soda. It's what you use to get your piping white on your uniforms in the Navy. Baking soda to scrub your piping. And in the Greek, they were using chlorine, the potion, the chlorine potion. And so when I saw this, I went back up to look at it again. And so this was in the 9th line of Solomon, Song of Solomon 3. And so Solomon, it means solo, by yourself, one man. If you've got one water ski on, you're skiing slalom. When you're by yourself, you're slalom. And that's this old one code here. And so this is called The Bride's Dream. And they got it twisted a little bit. But that line I saw was in 9. And this poem goes down to 5 here before the wedding day. And so if you're Catholic, this is probably going to offend you. But it says all. And then this reads backwards and forwards. You got a tack here. The yod, to make backs, BKS. To make backs from sack by. To make backs from sack by, to go to bed. In Lilith, by night, in the night. All to make sacks. All to make backs from sacks by. In a Lilith. And this is in fist. I told you on that last movie that the QST is the fist. It doesn't mean the bow, it means what picture they're talking about, what's in the fist. But in be in fist, make to the so, S-A, so have. And this B is in the Spanish they pronounce the B as V often, and that's old that's the old Hebrew vowel points. If it has the point in it, it's a B, and if it don't, it's a V. And this is all explained better in that Tower of Babel movie. I was talking about the specs. But yeah, they have it's a che or a ke, depending on the vowel point. And so somebody definitely come back and added the vowel points later, but the rule was already there. The words read either way. So this is all to make backs from sack by in Lilith. In the fist make to so have, E-V-E, E-V-E. So Eve, that's the same word for Eve, or the beast. You see that in. The beast is the blood have. So have na pussy. So have in pussy, in fist to, will from satu, from satisfy. Solomon's by himself, one man by himself. In the sack in the night, in his fist to, so have in pussy, in fist to wills from satisfy. This word here is they will rise, and so that comes from fume, of fume, AQUME, of fume, but this reads backwards. Fumes rise, but this is them whiff, and fumes are something you whiff. Them whiff of fume. But this is all poetry, and he's trying to show off. So it's them whiff or them with, but them with honor, ANA, honor. Them with honor was savvy. They knew what was going on. The voyeur, the savvy, the shrewdness, practical knowledge, the ability to make good judgment. The voyeur is to see, and a peeping Tom is a voyeur and sees what's going on. Insuffice, the final M is a S. Insuffice, insuffice, and is done seen enough. To veer in what this cover to. The veer, VRH. This is where you get your word veer. And suddenly change direction. You veered off. So them with honor was savvy to voyeur. In suffice, to veer in what this cover to. So having pussy in fistu will in satu. And so now you get a better idea of who Lilith was. The first wife of Adam was Lilith. Can't nobody figure out who she was. That's Lilith, was Adam's right hand. Mit sawing. This is the Tazadi is could be an X or it could be a TS. And so mit is your old word for with. And so it's mit sawing. With seeing. This from rise, the savvy voyeur to so having pussy rates. I'll give you a 5. I'll give you a 5 out of 10. The savvy voyeur, give him a rating. Cometh over, time is odd. Cometh over, time is odd. So odd is the strange powers of phenomena of natural forces, magnetism. Was God, was the things that happened that you couldn't explain. Submitsity to, so having pussy. Witza, will when pray. Submitsity, it sounds like to submit. To submit's what makes you submit to. So having pussy. Witza is a joker in German. The Witza. It possibly has another meaning. But this comes from old South American. The Oxwitza, or a place of 3 hills. Will when pray. The joker who will when pray. Odd, this reads backwards and forwards. Odd, wit a job, with the JB, with the job, the Chevy, what to. Odd with the job the Chevy what to. The God with the job of Chevy what to. So Chevy is ancient African god that is with us, the one watching, the one that's with you. let tie in it. I'm of old, red head rarity. And you can put that however you like it. The let the bind the powers, the tie, T-I, tie in it. It reads backwards. I am, and then a vav of old. This is as in O-L of old. I'm of old. The red header, her tie. The red head rarity. My old man had a thing for redheads. And they're rare. So this I charge is this body. This body make to in nut I rustles. In savat of Baal what? The Sodom. And so this do stir up reads 3 times. This tack here has me read it backwards and forwards. And then I get to the line and I read all this backwards to here. So in savat of Baal what? In savat is fighting with your hands and feet. Of Baal what? In fighting with your hands and feet of Baal. The Sodom to the river tower to riot from. The days to lie in. And what to a vixen from lesser make tune in. Make to it abuse. So all that energy that you're wasting to a vixen from lesser tune in, you're not going to play as sweet a music to make to. It to best life was where route over route. You done spent its best life in its route over the route. And then it's the same word but reads backwards and forwards now. It's to have. Where route over route to Eve the have. To have the Eve. Odds to peas. To please. Odds to peas. Where the route over route to Eve. To have the Eve. Odds to peas. Alright people, I'm not going to put this in that Genesis folder. I'll get back to that. I'm going to get on this this tower here. I find words while chasing words, and I learn new stuff and kind of get sidetracked, but I'll get back to that. Alright, good day.